Hello coloring friends, so another Find in Color video on my channel. Today our weekly challenge, and today we'll see all the submitted works for the prompt chest. It turned out that some of you were not able to find any pictures with chests, so as the result I've got less illustrations than usual, 55 on the whole, still a nice number, still quite a variety of works with different stories. When you think about chest, it doesn't sound interesting, like what interesting can be about chest, like same shape, same color. But the interest is in its surrounding, about those characters that are pictures along with chests. And so today we'll see pirates, mermaids, some fairy tale characters, dragons, reptiloids, some sea creatures. So it all makes the gallery very interesting. As to the artists, there's a lot of Joanna Basford illustrations, Christine Karen as well, but there are some pictures by our common artists like Hannah Carlson, Kirby Rosanes and Lulu Maya, all here. There's one picture by Tomislav Tomic. This artist, you don't see his illustrations that often in our gallery, because this artist takes time to complete his pictures. So quite interesting gallery. And let me show what I have colored. This is Discworld by Paul Kidby. Very simple illustration. I didn't have much time, so I decided to color something simple. Anyway, I did enjoy doing all these details on this chest, and it's very funny and cool, so it was nice coloring something like this, funny and simple, and I really enjoyed it. Water-based markers and pencils I used on this picture. By the way, there is one more version of this picture you will see in the slideshow. So that was my picture, and now let's have a look at all the submitted illustrations for this prompt, and I hope you will enjoy it. Let's go. this was our gallery of works for the prompt chest. Thank you everyone who joined this challenge and sent your illustrations. And now, as usually, let me take my colorful box and let's see what prompt we'll get for the upcoming week, what we are going to color. So friends, we've got prompt rose, and I think it's a very simple prompt in sense of coloring as well as in sense of finding suitable illustrations, because you can find roses on so many pictures. I believe of all the variety of flowers that they are there, roses probably the most often drawn flowers. Maybe because they're connected with romance, with love, and depending on in what color you color those roses, they can add some drama to the picture. And I think there is not going to be problem to find suitable pictures, but maybe there is going to be problem to choose which ones to color. I'm pretty sure that I can find a lot of pictures with roses, fairies, beautiful girls' portraits, gardens, whatever else, I don't know, but a lot. So I'm off now to look through my collection and I'll try to find something interesting. See you in a second. So I'm back, and as expected, it didn't take me much time to find a lot of suitable illustrations with roses. I even haven't checked all my coloring books, just some of them that attracted me the most. And already there are enough of pictures. Let me show what I have chosen. At last there is some illustrations with prompt from one of my new coloring books. It's Divine Feminine by Vishaan Ung, and there's this Greek goddess of soul. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. Psahe, not sure, but as you can see, a lot of roses here, and roses like tattoo on her body. A very interesting, beautiful illustration, and such a chance to finally start one of my new coloring books. And another illustration by same artist, Vishaan Ung, from Coloring Heaven Starry Night Special. Here we have just a girl surrounded by roses. Simple story, but looks very beautiful. A lot of roses here on this picture. They're like framing this illustration. More simple, but beautiful. I can imagine how it's going to look when colored. Gothic Alchemy Special from Coloring Heaven. In this book, like every other illustration, you can find a rose. So it's really difficult to decide here which illustration to choose to color. Here again, rose. Again, roses. And also beautiful here as well, roses. Again, roses. This one rather simple. Again, roses on her head. So I have chosen for now this one. They're also beautiful, really hard. And this one, I like this one because it's not that dark gray, just little bit, so it attracts me. But this one, love this dragon and roses on her head. Again, there is a rose. Again. So if you have this book, you can color quite a lot of pictures if you have time, of course. Queens of Poland by Krystyna Nowak. I have chosen this book because I have only one completed page in this book so far. And another portrait, a beautiful queen, Viola Elizabeth, and surrounded by some roses. Another book, same publisher I believe, Tales from the Stars by Anna Merzynska. Again, only one completed page in this book, and actually when I hold it in my hand and I opened it, just when I opened, I straight away opened it on this picture, and I love it. And there is a rose, as you can see, very large rose. Another one here, and this is Virgo sign. Really love this one. Then, in case there is no time, we have this small book, Escape to Shakespeare's World by Good Wives and Warriors, and Romeo and Juliet. And we have a rose here, some roses here. We can color both pages or maybe one of them, but these are really very simple in case there is no time for coloring something more complicated. And the last book, I've chosen a very romantic picture, this Jason Momoa by Maurizio Campidelli, and Jason with Roses. There is a very much similar illustration in Keanu Reeves' coloring book by same artist. There added some other flowers, but and of course there's Keanu Reeves, not Jason Momoa on that picture, but the story is same. So that was my choice for this prompt. As you can see, we can find a lot of interesting illustrations for this rather simple prompt roses. I want to ask you to, if you can, to choose more complicated pictures for this prompt. But of course, if you have no time or have no other choice, you can color something as simple as single rose. But if pictures are more complicated with some story, with more characters, then of course it makes our gallery more interesting. So if you can, please choose something more complicated for this prompt. So that was all for today. I'll be waiting for your pictures. See you next time. Bye.